Welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm going to make some apple cider donuts. The amounts of the ingredients that you're going to need to make this recipe can be found in the information box below or on my website. The ingredients are: for the donut part, you'll need all-purpose flour, sugar, salt, baking powder, and baking soda. You'll need some apple cider. You'll need some cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg, vanilla, eggs, and applesauce. The ingredients for the glaze are powdered sugar, apple cider, and ground allspice. After we did the glaze, we're going to dip it in some sugar and some cinnamon that we've mixed together. You need to preheat your oven to 325 degrees, and you'll need to lightly spray 2 donut pans with cooking spray. I've put my flour in this big bowl. Into that I'm going to add my sugar, the salt, baking powder, and baking soda, and the spices, the cinnamon, allspice, and ground nutmeg. And I'm just going to whisk this together to mix. Okay, next I'm going to add my eggs and the apple cider, the vanilla, and the applesauce. I'm just going to continue to whisk until this is all blended together and smooth. Okay, this is all mixed together. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a Ziploc bag and fill it up with the batter. My batter's all in the Ziploc bag, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this, and as I do, squeeze the air out as much as I can. And I'm going to cut the corner. We're going to start piping it into our donut pan, just in little circles around. My donut pans are filled, and now I'm going to put them in my preheated 325 degree oven for about 10 minutes or until they spring back when you touch them. My donuts cooked for 10 minutes. I just took them out of the oven, and I'm going to put them on these cooling racks and let them sit here for just a few minutes before I turn them out and let them cool completely before we proceed with the glaze. Okay, I've turned my donuts out onto a cooling rack. I've set the cooling rack in a baking sheet, and I've lined it with wax paper so that when we dip them in the glaze and put them back for the glaze to drip off, it drips on the wax paper and doesn't make a mess in the pan. They're almost completely cool, so now what I'm going to do is start on the glaze and the topping. My powdered sugar's in this bowl. I'm going to add my apple cider and my allspice. I'm going to whisk this together to make the glaze. Now I'm going to move over here and take another little whisk and whisk this cinnamon and sugar together. And now it's time to glaze the donuts. So I'm going to take one of the donuts, I'm going to dip it in the glaze, and then we're going to dip it in our cinnamon sugar, and then we'll put it on the cooling rack, so in case any of the drips need to go down, they'll be caught on the cooling rack, or on the pan. I'm just going to continue until I have all of them glazed. Okay, this is the last one. Just make sure I have glaze all over the top of it. Okay, so here they are. And what I'm going to do now is let them sit here and let the glaze get a little bit hard before I show you how I'm going to serve them. The glaze has hardened on the donuts, and now I'm going to put them on a serving plate. These are Apple Cider Donuts. I hope you enjoy them.